Hello, my beautiful, wealthy water babies. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming and connecting with me. Allow me to share this space with you. We are going to do a 2023 forecast. This is a general reading, so everything may not resonate with you. Please take what is for you and the rest, leave it. Okay? So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and play my singing bowl, open up the portal, invite the collective energy in. I'm going to move my incense as well. The incense we're burning today is Archangel Michael. Sorry, I didn't bring the box out here, but it smells delightful, and I love Archangel Michael. So we're invoking his presence today. Let's go ahead and get started. I call here and now to the sacred space, and I invite the collective, benevolent, energetic, spiritual representatives of all water signs, of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I ask that you come forth to this sacred space, and I ask that you help facilitate these messages so that they can reach the hearts and sync with the minds of all these individuals that will hear this message today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, and so it shall be. This portal is now open. Okay, perfect. So, the first deck that we're using is the Angel Gods and Goddess deck. The second deck we're using is the Moonology deck. And the third deck we're using is the Lover's Oracle. And the last deck we're using is the Crystal Angels deck. Okay? So we're going to use the Moonology deck to pull what is it that is going to be subconsciously blocking you in the year 2023. Now, as I stated, this is a general read. The only way to schedule personal readings with me is by visiting my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. You can see my calendar. You can see my free blog there. I have a lot of information on my website, not just oracle readings, but also mental health healing sessions and chakra balancing sessions. That's all available there. Or you can also reach out by calling me or texting me directly at 786-828-8722. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and see what wants to be said. Okay. So 2 jumps. Okay. Work through your fears. New Moon in Scorpio. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing Moon. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. I like it. Okay, so since we are doing the water signs, and the first card out is New Moon in Scorpio. If you are a Scorpio sun or moon, for whatever reason, I'm getting this energy, there is going to be a lot of, conflict, but not like raging war conflict, but like inner fighting. I feel like it's you fighting against yourself, like mental angst. The new moon in Scorpio, the date for that, let me just confirm it. Let me get to the page. Okay, so there's actually a new moon solar eclipse that's happening in October. That's standing out to me for whatever reason, but the new moon in Scorpio isn't until November 13th. So November 13th with this new moon in Scorpio, but there's a new moon solar eclipse that's happening October 14th. So within that time frame, there may be some things that's happening that you're afraid of. And it may be, again, this is subconscious message, so it may be that you're afraid of pursuing your dreams or your passions. It may be you're afraid of starting a new relationship. With this being Scorpio, you got to work through it. You got to push through. All right. So this is affecting you, especially if you're a Scorpio sun or moon. This is affecting you very deeply. But if you work through your fears and you persevere, you will be victorious. The energy is gaining momentum with waxing moon, meaning that the energy that was kind of holding you back because you were afraid, it's dissipating. Okay, light is being shed on it, but you have to stay the course. Okay, so you start the course, you start gaining the momentum with waxing moon, because waxing is when the moon is growing. It's coming from this new moon phase and it's growing, and now you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon, you see, it's not quite full. It may look full, but it's not quite full. Gibbous moon is almost at the reaching point. It's almost full. It's like 96% full, 95, 96% illumination. Okay, so with us talking about sun signs, sun water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you will have a lot of information or things that are shining light on your fears or the things that you're timid about, but only if you push through it. If you stop, if you give up, if you fall to those subconscious thoughts, you will never see the momentum and you will never achieve your goals. So it's kind of like you're self-sabotaging yourself because you're afraid to do it. You're afraid to go for it. You're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to commit. Whatever it is, whatever those fears are. Again, this is a general read. So whatever that is that is coming for you or happening for you, just push through it. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Fear normally comes from us not knowing, being unaware. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for encouragement. What you can do, what's going to help you push through your fears, gain this momentum, and achieve this goal. Wow, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. That's perfect. That's perfect. That you have the new moon in Scorpio and full moon in Scorpio. That's amazing. And just a reminder of what Scorpio season is. Yeah, it's the spooky season, and yeah, it's the sexy time season, right? There's a lot of freaks that come out in Scorpio time. But it's also about rebirth, regeneration. It's about death. It's about reincarnation. It's about new beginnings, ending things, right? There's a lot of energy that goes in with Scorpio, and it deals a lot with your sacral chakra. And also it can kind of, feed into your solar plexus. But Scorpio energy is sacral chakra energy, right? Which is your second chakra from the bottom, gives off that orange glow. So there may be a lot of issues going on. Remember I mentioned with relationships, but also sexual energy, or you feeling that you're attractive, or body image as well. That's coming up for some of my water signs. So just be aware of that, okay? So it's time to release that negativity towards yourself. Full moon is always about releasing so you can bring in the new. And then don't let your past hold you back. South Node, okay? So your South Node deals with your past, with your past lives, past experience, things of that nature. Don't keep reverting back to that fear. Don't let it hold you back. You got to push through and see all that the universe and your higher self has for you. Okay, because right now these messages being facilitated, I purposely connected with higher selves and representatives of your sun sign, which is your outward experience, instead of going to ancestors or elders, because in 2023 we have to start relying more on our wisdom and our experience. So don't let your past hold you back. Okay, and a lot of these fears that you're feeling, I'm sorry, it's clicking in my head as I'm saying it. A lot of these fears, that's how they started bringing up the chakras. It's stored internally, but it also has to do with past energy, ancestral energy, things from your past lives as well. So there may be a lot of lessons like that coming up for you this year. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, especially Pisces. I feel like a lot of your life cycles are being cleared. So they may be coming up again now, but I'm sorry, it's like you've already gone through those tests, right? You see how the sun is getting really, really bright around me? You've already gone through the test and the future is brighter. Okay, so that message is coming through clear for Pisces. A lot of your life cycles, you know, a lot of Pisces suns have been through a lot of lives. You incarnated on many different planes, on many different planets, many different cycles. So all that experience is coming to accumulation, and it can be kind of heavy because 2023 is a 7-year as well. But you all will be okay. You have to just keep pushing towards your goal. Okay, so that message was for Pisces specifically. But for all my water babies, release your negativity. Don't let your past hold you back. You will be stellar. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to pull moon cycles. I want to see the 3 moon cycles that are affecting you the most this year. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Let's see, what are the moon cycles that are affecting you the most? Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Okay. Sorry. The sun shifted, so now everything's shifting. Okay. Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Let's go. All right. And it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay. I love that. I love when it all comes up in synchronistic beauty. So, adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. The 3rd quarter moon comes in when the moon is about 75% full. With it being 3rd quarter, every season towards the end of the season, you need to reflect. Okay, water signs? Every 3 months, every change of season, you need to reflect and see what went right for you this season and what didn't go right for you this season. Take a journal. Take notes of your life, right? Start journaling what's going on. And if you go through the winter, which your winter solstice starts December 21st until the spring equinox, which is March 20th, which also happens to be the end of Pisces season and the beginning of the astrological new year, okay, which is the 21st. So from there, from winter until spring, take note and say, okay, well, this is what happened, this didn't happen, I like this, I didn't like this, I need to adjust here. Okay, then from spring equinox to summer solstice, which summer solstice comes in June 21st, take note. Okay, so take note like a week or 2 before, right? So you can say, okay, this is what's happening, this is, you know, what didn't happen, just like I just said. So every quarter you want to take stock of that and reevaluate what's going on. Okay, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So I'm a Pisces sun, but with the new moon in Pisces comes in on March, let me confirm the date. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Come on, full moon of Virgo. It's a book and there's no not atlas, what is it, index to tell me where it is. All right, new moon in Pisces. Okay, sorry, it's actually February 20th. New moon in Pisces is February 20th 2023. It moves into that sign at 2:06 a.m. Eastern, so just depending on where you are. So during that time, it's going to be really heady, especially if you're a Pisces sun or moon. It's going to be extremely heady. You're going to be very emotional, and you need to take some time for yourself and kind of meditate and think about your life. Again, like I said, it's going into this quarter of the spring, so take some time to evaluate and say, okay, What is it that I want to do? How do I want to set my time up? Although the calendar new year is January 1st, the astrological new year, the universal new year, the new year that our planet observes the rebirth and renewal, is spring, is the end of Pisces season. So once you evaluate all this, right, going into Aries, so once you evaluate everything that's been going on, you have the opportunity in March, right, to say, okay, this is how I want to switch things up. So take heed to this new moon in Pisces time, and it's time to release negativity. This full moon in Scorpio, again, like I said, full moon is all about releasing energy, okay? When you are working with full moon energy, you're wanting to let go and clear things out so you have room for new things. Sorry. So you have room for new things to come in. Do not hold on to certain things and feel that you can't, like, you can't accomplish something, is what I'm, yeah, like, you gotta let this go. You gotta let this negativity go. And again, I feel like a lot of the negativity that's coming in is, a lot of this negativity that's coming in is like, how do I put it in words? Okay, let me describe how I'm seeing it. They're giving, it's like murky, like a murky fog, and you're walking through and there's guiding light and you're not sure if you can trust the light, because you're like, is that really light or is that a reflection? Is my mind playing tricks on me? Okay, so this negativity that you're having, that you're feeling, like, it's not even really you, it's just you wanting to be extra sure and certain, and then like, can I trust myself? Should I be in my feelings or what? Like, it's time to let that go. Okay, so this full moon in Scorpio is actually in May of 2023, so it's the flower moon. All right, so look out for this energy for yourself. Take special note, because a lot of emotions may come up for you. And again, this is for all the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios, for all of you. So just be careful, okay? It's also a lunar eclipse, all right? It's also a lunar eclipse, so that's going to be really heavy. That's probably why I came out twice, to make sure. So with the lunar eclipse energy, with full moon and lunar eclipse energy, and it's in Scorpio, gracious, just prepare yourself, my loves, okay? There's going to be a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty, and with it being lunar eclipse, that means the moon is covering the sun, so there's like a shadow aspect. Something's being hidden, right? And it may be easy for you to go down the road of negativity because information is hidden and you're not sure, you know, where it's coming from or which way to go. But I'm telling you, it's not you, it's not, you know, authentically you. Don't fall for the trap, all right? It's a trap. Don't do it. All right, so next I'm going to pull on love. We're going to go with couples first. So if you are a couple, this is your reading forecast. I am sorry. This is your reading forecast for my couples. And that card jumped out. I'll keep it. Shuffle. Okay. Okay. Alright. So artwork. And it says, time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Next. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And I got this for another group as well. But for my Pisces, remember I just told you it's kind of murky and you can't like see things subconsciously. This is also falling into your love life. Okay? So just be mindful of that. And then next. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times you must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay, so my couples, you all had a rough patch in the past. You all had something going on. It may have been long ago, or it could have just happened. It could have not even happened just yet, and it's going to happen in 2023. The person that is quote unquote guilty is the one that is going to be trying so hard to gain forgiveness. Like they're doing so much, so extra, and you're feeling like it's not necessary. Like, I'll forgive you. You just got to give me time. Like, stop trying to bring me flowers every day and buy me gifts and go extra and do these extra little things. And here's your phone and like, that's too much. Okay. I'm going to feel how I'm going to feel. You just got to give me time to kind of mull it over. But you can be susceptible to holding on to the past, to the resentment. Okay. So you're now like, I can't believe that you did XYZ. What's wrong with me? Why would you even do that? Right? Even though you didn't tell them to kind of back off, you're going to feel how you feel. In your mind, this is how you're thinking. This is how you're feeling. You have to accept it, that it is what it is. Whatever this issue was that your partner did to you, accept it for what it is that they're telling you. It may not be that they find you unattractive, or it may not be that they were unhappy. It may not be that you did anything wrong. It's just that it's something within themselves, right? And you have to accept it for what it is. Don't sit here and try to say, all right, well, I'm over it. I've cleared through my emotions. I've let go of the resentment. But in order for us to work as a couple, now you have to do bam, 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 bam. Like, give them a whole laundry list of stuff, right? You have to be home every day at 7. You can't go out with any of your friends. Like, that's too much. That's too much, okay? You can't do that to yourself or to your partner. It's going to cause hell, all right? So, advice for you both. This card is for my water signs now: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for those watching. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So it's on you. You can choose what it is that you want. Okay, water baby? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. It's up to you. Don't do it based on what you think is right. Take some time to think about it, and then be confident in your decision. And this is your partner's emotions as well. Here's the artwork. And it says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires. So for your partner, if you do decide to break up, to be single, water baby, if you decide, you know what, it's too much, whatever it is that happened, it's too much, I can't see clearly, I can't get out my emotions. You see all this water here? I can't get out my emotions, but you deserve to be with someone that can make you happy. I understand you said it's not me, it's you. So go do what you got to do on your end, on your side, and leave me be. We can still be friends, we can still be cool, and y'all may even be the best of friends, but just, you know, it's not for me. Okay, and with all this feminine energy, it may be my water signs, my feminine water signs, you're the one who's having to make the decision. I'm also hearing same-sex relationships, but two femmes. So if it's two feminine energies that are in a relationship together, there may be something that's just like, you know what, it's not working out for us. We'll have to part ways, we'll be okay. Or we're going to part ways, take some time apart, and come back together and reconcile. Okay? So that's my couples read. Let me see for my singles. All right, this is for my singles water signs. Nope. Too much. Okay. All these cards are flipping, but it is too much. That's just high energy. It's okay. All right, so artwork. And it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on one another, now is the time to give to yourself. Oh, this card flipped out. I flipped out and I shuffled it back in and it came up again. So it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And this flipped out too, and I shuffled it back in. Okay. See, that's why I shuffled it back in, because if it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Okay, my singles. Okay. All right. So that's beautiful. Although you are taking some time to yourself, even though you are taking like a sabbatical, you are going to end up in a relationship in 2023. It's up to you how long the relationship will last, but definitely there is someone, and I'm hearing secret admirer. Secret admirer also jumped out and I shuffled it back in. But with this, although we're physically apart, spiritually we're together, there is a secret admirer that's there for you. They may want to come to you during your season. So during Pisces season, Cancer season, or Scorpio season, they're wanting to come back to you for whatever reason, or they may be making their love known. I'm saying back in case it's an ex, but it could be someone new and they just never professed their love. Do not just jump in just because you're like, I've been single for a while, you know, I know this person, I know they wouldn't do XYZ, and I'm single being alone. My time is ticking. I gotta go. So if this is the person that wants me, I'm gonna go for them. Don't rush into it. Okay. I feel like this wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course is for your relationship to develop naturally. And you may also have multiple suitors. For some of you may have multiple suitors and you need to kind of weed through and see which one that you want. It's okay. Take your time. Like, date 4 or 5 people at one time. I'm not saying sleep with all of them at once, but you can date them, get to know them, and then say, okay, cool. Well, now that I figured it out, I feel like our personalities match, so I'm going to drop you, right? Stuff like that. So moving on to encouragement for my singles. Here's the artwork. And it says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay. And, oh wow, we got this for the couples. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Okay, yeah, so encouragement for your relationship. Even though that you are going to start single and you're going to come back coupled together, take your time to evaluate what it is that you really want. It's okay if you really want to be single. Not everybody wants to get married and have children. Some people want to be single, and that is okay. If your family is pressuring you, telling you that you're getting old, that you got to hurry up and get a partner so you don't die alone and things like that, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't let that be your focus. Make sure that you move with confidence and gratitude for the life that you have, because if you are single and you choose that you prefer to be single, that's why you're not rushing into the relationship. If you choose like it's best for you to be single, it's so that you can maneuver a little bit better. Okay? So that's okay. It's okay if that's what you choose to do. They're stressing that. You do not have to fit into this ideal box, right, of someone else's preconceived notion. Okay? All right. So that is that for my singles. Next, we're going to talk about job, career, finances. How's that going to look for the year? And I'm going to do y'all spread a little bit different. Okay, keep that. I'm going to do it based off the quarter. So you have January, February, March. Then we have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right, that's how I'm going to do it. So for January, February, March, Angel of psychic ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. Make sure that you are listening to yourself. If there's certain things that are coming up in the first quarter of the year and you're like, yep, I'm going to do that. Yep, that sounds good. Yep, I'm going to invest in that. Yes, I want to take that seminar, that course, whatever. I want to invest in myself. Or if you're like, I'm going to save this money, I'm going to start the savings account, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get off public assistance, or I'm going to buy this house, or I'm going to change my where I live, my land, whatever. Trust yourself. They're strong. Your psychic abilities are strong. Remember, you also got that new moon in Pisces for meditate and contemplate. Make sure you're doing that. Take some time to meditate on your situation. This is money. This is finance and business. Okay, make sure you take some time to figure out what you want that to look like for you. This is this next card is for April, May, June. Angel of space clearing. It's time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. Yeah, remember you were told to let go of negativity. All right, so you got to let go of these negative thoughts. If you meditated and contemplated in the first quarter of the year and certain things paid off, it's time to clear certain things out. If things did not pan out, it's time to let go of the negativity. Like, nothing ever works out for me. I'm so angry. You got to let that go. All right, it's time to space clear, and it's also time to get rid of some people that are not serving you, those that are not helping you, that don't encourage you, that are not moving forward. It's time to evaluate their role in your life. April, May, June. Okay, this card is for July, August, September. Angel of manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. So for July, August, September, this is a really ripe time for you. You're coming from the summer, that fire energy, moving into the autumn energy, a time of harvest, of abundance. You are manifesting your ass off, okay? So make sure your emotions are in check. Make sure you watch your words. There'll be certain days in this area that'll be good for you to speak certain affirmations or set certain things in place for certain contracts. Signing new deals, that will be good for you as well. That thinking, that contemplating where you're like, okay, yeah, I need to clear out of this and change this and move from here. You're going to be like doing that now during this period, okay? All right. And this is for September, October, October, November, December. Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Okay, absolutely beautiful. So, you are coming into an awakening phase with this. You have a opportunity to have all types of wondrous things happen. You know, the holiday season is coming in. There'll be a lot of enlightenment during this time for you. This time is going to give you, again with the Scorpio, although you may not have everything going the way how you want it to go, it is still a good time for romance and for creativity. Okay, so you may see some things happen with your relationship. And I was mentioning earlier about Scorpios being freaky and lit. Yeah, that time might be for you as well. I'm picking back up on that Scorpio energy with this. Even though it's business practices, but it may be something to do with your business and your finance, right? You may be coming into a relationship with someone that is wealthy or wants to sponsor you or something of that nature, right? But it's an excellent time to explore, to create, right? Creativity also with that sacral chakra, okay? All right, perfect. So lastly, I'm going to close out with some crystal angels energy. I'm going to pull 2 cards per zodiac. If you have these crystals, you can work with them or you can purchase them. If not, just know that their energy is here with you at this time. They're sharing certain things for you. All right, I'm going to keep that card. No, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, no. Okay, all right. So I'll do it like that. Okay, cool. So, this card came out for another pile too. Smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. Smoky quartz. Oh, I'm sorry. And these first 2 cards are for Pisces. Okay. So smoky quartz. The next card for Pisces, kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now, especially during your season, Pisces. For your solar return, make sure you take time for you. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. These next two cards are for Cancer. Larimar, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. This is for my Cancers. Next card, Cancer. Amethyst. Like this. Revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Amethyst. And all these cards, these three cards jumped out all together. That's why I said it's too much. But they said no, keep it and separate it. But amethyst is the birthstone for February. So February Pisces, work with your amethyst too. Okay, I'm just gonna bring that up. And then lastly, these last two cards are for Scorpio. Angelite, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. I have Angelite and I absolutely love my Angelite. It's beautiful. I got it in Sedona. And last, Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So Scorpio, you'll be celebrating certain things. Wear your emeralds. Work with your emeralds during the celebration time. Use emerald energy to bring in some things to celebrate, right? Emerald is good for abundance, for money. That is the birthstone of Taurus. So if you happen to be a Taurus moon or rising, that can work heavy with you. And since that's coming up, actually, remember I keep saying I referenced another deck or another group that I read. A lot of earth messages flow through with water, okay? So if you are a earth sign for your rising or your moon, you may want to go watch that video. My earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, okay? So that is all the messages that I have for you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. Again, this is a general read. If you want a more personalized read, you can visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. Even if you're looking for mental health sessions or chakra balancing sessions to help make sure your energy is aligned and ripe to go for the new year, you can go there. Or you can also call or text me directly at 786-828-8722. Thank you all so much. I'm going to play my singing bowl, close out the portal, and allow you and your spirit teams to have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you to all benevolent, energetic beings that step forward at this time on behalf of these water signs. We are so grateful for your presence and so thankful that you came quickly when called, but we now grant you license to return back to the spaces from which you came. Do not linger, but be sure to be by my Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio babies whenever they call upon you again. May you always be there to protect them, guide them, and give them the reassurances that they need. Thank you. So it is, and so it shall be. This portal is now closed. Okay, bye-bye.